Recently, I've been wanting to improve my building, but I always find myself jumping straight into huge projects that I never finish. So today, I wanted to slow things down and focus on the smaller details that I usually overlook. I'll be building 10 tiny builds, each one helping me practice different shapes, styles, and little details that make a Minecraft world feel alive. I started off with a little bridge to connect the two sides of the river. Originally, I wanted it to have more of an arch to it, but once I decided to make it overgrown, the shape just looked really weird. So I ended up flattening it out instead, which I think worked a lot better. I mostly used spruce for the structure, with some oak logs mixed in for texture. I also added moss over the roof and a few holes in the floor, just to make it look like it had been here for a while. Then I added glowberries, a spore blossom, and some little plants to make it feel more overgrown. Next, I added a little campfire area with some logs to sit on and something cooking over the fire. I also put some barrels behind it for storing things like preserves and spice. I wanted to have a little picnic area nearby, so I made some spruce seats and gave them a birthday cake. I also added a few barrels because apparently I'll put barrels anywhere if I think they look cute. Next to it, I made a little pond with some plants around the edges. I originally put an axolotl and a frog in here, but apparently none of them wanted to stay, so they're gone now. I also made a little tent for 2 people, with some books inside so they have something to do while they're camping. I went with green for the tent because I wanted it to blend in with all the plants around it. On the other side of the bridge, I wanted to make a little market area, so I added 4 stalls, each with their own purpose. The first one sells flowers and dyes, with a little garden behind it where they can grow everything they need. Then there's a banner shop, which might be my favorite because I gave the owner a little sheep business partner to provide all the wool for their banners. The next stall sells different ores and minerals. This one was originally yellow and white, but I absolutely hated how it looked, so I changed it to purple and white instead. And finally, there's a little farming stall with crops growing behind it, so they can just harvest whatever they need to sell. And then I decided this area needed a custom birch tree. What is that? Yeah, no, that was not staying. So I completely redid it, which somehow took me way longer than it should have, but I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Finally, I finished the paths and then added some benches and lampposts to tie everything together. Sometimes the smallest builds end up having the biggest impact. I had a lot of fun making these and already have a few ideas for where I want to use them next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.